Hey everybody, here we are again at the Prisma Health Internal Medicine Building. The coordinator has called us to do a little inspection where they have some issues. They have 3 or 4 different leaks on the building. They have a membrane roof system, which is called TPO, thermoplastic polyolefin. So someone has previously repaired it and not repaired it correctly. So we're here to inspect it, see what we can do, and get her taken care of. So we're up here on this TPO roof, and what we have here, if you look down at these seams, so someone has painted what appears to be cool seal on this roof, which is totally inappropriate for this type of roof system. This is a TPO roof, better known as thermoplastic polyolefin, which is a membrane roof. It's very, very durable, but when you put something like this on it, it's inappropriate. All they had to do was inspect this line, which is a seam in the product, and wherever there's like a loose spot, just re-weld it without any adhesives or any other products. It will actually glue itself to itself. So that's how it's designed. So as we look up further and we come up to the AC unit, which has what's called a built-up curb. So these curbs are to keep the units off the roof system, and we roll the material up and we put these corners on and weld them in so that we don't have any leaks. So apparently they've had some issues with these in the past because we have a corner over a corner, and then we have these patches here which are supposed to be what's called a circle T patch. They're 4 inches in diameter and they're supposed to be round. You never ever want to put a square patch on TPO because it will fail. The water will get into it. When you put a circle T patch and weld it in appropriately, it'll never leak. Okay, so the area that we just looked at, you can see a lot of issues with that. And this area also, the smaller curb, has some caulking on it. So there's never any reason to use caulking on TPO with the exception of a termination trim. So there's no termination trim here. There's a cover, but the material goes up under it, so there's no need for caulking. This caulking here never should have been put here. Again, all it takes is a little bit of a heat weld on a loose seam. It seals it up perfectly. And like you see right here, all of this caulking never should have been put here. So somebody in the past really didn't know how to handle TPO roofing. So we're gonna have to fix this. As you can see, we have a large, it looks almost like a homemade pipe boot over this pipe boot here. Someone came in after and put the correct pipe boot. They actually even installed the collar on top of it. So these are stainless steel, and, which mounts right on there. Why is it spongy, do you know? So underneath the TPO is a product called isoboard. It is a insulation specifically designed to put down as a base for the TPO membrane. So that's why this feels a little spongy when you're walking on it. It's supposed to be that way. So let's take a walk down here. One other thing that we have that the previous repair person tried to fix was the drain system. So they had told the customer that they had taken out all the debris out of the drains and removed it. Well, this was their attempt at removing it. They just set it aside. So this has to be actually taken out of the drain system, removed off the roof, and disposed of. So we have, of course, plants growing, and once these actually root, they can get into the membrane and damage the membrane really, really bad. So we want to make sure we get all of the drains cleaned and make sure that everything is working correctly. We don't want to have the customer have any more problems. So we want to take care of that, make sure we get all of this debris off the roof and disposed of properly.